Hello, hi, and welcome back, everybody. This is the Lone Tonberry, back again with another Final Fantasy 16 video. Another Final Fantasy 16 video. Ugh, got tongue-tied there. First, we're going to start by catching up on the lore, and then we will go back and I don't know if we're going to, I can't remember. Yeah, make for Phoenix Gate. I was going to say, I think we're actually going to Phoenix Gate now, so. That's right, we just spent the night in the town with Murdoch's wife, Lady Hannah.
Have you come for a tale?
Probably not a lot. Is there a lot? No.
You wish to study the tomes?
Right, Eastpool. A hamlet located in the eastern part of the imperial province of Rosaria. It was once surrounded by fertile farmland, but the southward creep of the Blight eventually drove out most of the inhabitants. Hannah Murdoch, wife of Rodney Murdoch, Lord Commander of the Rosarian Army. Since her marriage, she has resided in the Murdoch Manor in Eastpool, remaining there even after her husband's death at Phoenix Gate. She gladly welcomes Clive and Jill into her home, going so far as to gift Clive a set of clothes that once belonged to his father, a reminder of happier times that she would rather lived on than moldered. Okay. She's talking about the clothing, okay. A reminder of happier times that she would rather lived on than moldered in a closet. Okay, sorry, that was odd. Rodney Murdoch, Lord Commander of the Rosarian Army, outranked only by his firm friend Archduke Elwyn. When Clive manifested into Ifrit during the attack on Phoenix Gate, Murdoch lost his life to the infernal icon's flames. Imperial Province of Rosaria. The lands comprising the western reaches of the continent of Storm, formerly known as the Grand Duchy of Rosaria, it became an imperial province after its annexation by the Holy Empire of Sambrec in the year 861. Annabella Lesage, oh, now her name is Lesage, okay, yeah. Annabella Lesage, once Duchess of Rosaria and now Empress of Sambrec, was granted stewardship over her former home and the title of Vicerine, a role she embraced with sadistic relish, enacting a regime of crippling taxation and constant surveillance, along with renewed persecution of the bearer population. How did he... I'm sure it was an arranged marriage, but how do you end up with her, man? Person of interest. Clive, an imperial bearer turned deserter, he and his childhood friend Jill journey to their homeland of Rosaria to learn the truth of the events that shaped their histories. Their path takes them through the village of Eastpool, where they meet with Hannah Murdoch, wife of the late Lord Commander. She presents Clive with a set of clothes that once belonged to his father. Bernard, a carpenter who resides at Martha's Rest, whose speed and skill, together with the surrounding marsh waters, deleterious effects on the planks and piles of the village's many bridges, keep his services in high demand. Annabella Lesage. Former Duchess of Rosaria, now Empress of the Holy Empire of Sambrec. It was ever her purpose in life to preserve her phoenix-bearing bloodline, for which reason she betrayed her husband that she might enter in league with a force she judged the mightier. Now she rules over Rosaria as vicereign of the imperial province, which she rules with a cruelty and contempt for the baseborn that was unknown in Archduke Elwyn's day. Lay of the land, sorry. Oops. Lay of the land. Oop, nope, I got one here. Rosalith Castle. Situated in the heart of the ducal capital of Rosalith, it was from this towering ivory fortress that the Archduke and his family once ruled their proud nation. A well-armed Sambrequois garrison has been stationed here since 860, when the duchy was annexed by the Empire following the tragedy at Phoenix Gate and the subsequent invasion by the Iron Crusade. Glademond Abbey. A clutch of humble stone buildings perched above Sorrowwise Bay in the imperial province of Rosaria's southeastern lowlands. The abbey was built in order to propagate the Gregorian faith after the Duchy of Rosaria was made part of the Holy Empire of Sambrec, and as such is one of the rare examples of imperial architecture in the region. Right. Mysteries of the Land. The Crystal's Curse. The price bearers and dominants pay for channeling ether through their bodies, the gradual petrification of their flesh. It does not affect those who use crystals to cast magics. Beginning with a stiffness and ache in the extremities, as the curse progresses, limbs are rendered immobile and the pain unbearable. At last, the victim turns completely to stone and their body crumbles into dust. There is no known cure. Bearer. A person with the power to cast magics without a crystal. In Valisthea, men and women who awaken as bearers are enslaved, branded with a mark on their cheek that leads some to call them by the pejorative moniker branded. Though their powers do not begin to approach those of the Almighty Dominance, they too suffer from the crystal's curse, gradually turning to stone over a lifetime of channeling ether for others. Branded soldiers. Bearers forced to fight for the nations that enslaved them. To stymie the urge to flee, the penalty for desertion is death, and soldiers are encouraged to keep a close watch on each other to prevent others from doing so. The brand upon a soldier's cheek presenting an additional obstacle, and so most follow their orders, turning steadily to stone with each draw on the ether. To lose one's life to the curse being lauded as a hero's death. The bestiary. Adamantoises. Enormous creatures with nigh impenetrable and oddly fertile shells that play host to diverse flora that provide the painfully conspicuous reptiles with much-needed camouflage in the bogs and fens they call their homes. At a glance, these lumbering giants may not appear much of a threat, but at the first sign of danger, they will retract their heads and limbs and whip themselves into frenetic spins that have been known to flatten entire homes. Yeah, I knew I missed something. What am I missing? Oh, okay, the megalocrabs. Making a habitat of waters both fresh and brackish, these goodly crustaceans spend most of their time buried in the mud, where they warm their sanguine humors as they wait for a potential meal to wander by. Since the time of the founder, the peoples of Rosaria have hunted megalocrabs for its sweet, succulent flesh and creamy tomali, the species having long been known amongst the small folk as fire crabs for the bright red color and phoenix-like patterns which emerge on the shells after boiling. All right.
Did you learn everything you needed?
Yes, we're done here. Actually, hold up. Let's go take a look at the blacksmith real quick.
We just don't have enough teams to follow every lead.
No, he doesn't have anything new. I have a whole bunch of new equipment anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. All right, so let's... Oh, there's a quest at Martha's Rest. Oh, so it tells you when there's a quest. Okay, that's good. Let's go back and see what this is about. Did I miss one? It's kind of hard to miss them. Oh, there's two. I did totally miss them. Okay.
I have to find him before the Imperials do.
Brennan, sellsword.
Can't talk now, Oh, you're Clive, aren't you? Martha told me all about you. Word is you're a devil with that blade.
You look like you're in a hurry. Where are you going?
Not far, I hope. But I dare not waste a moment. It might cost a man his life.
Sounds serious. What happened?
It's not so much what happened as what might. They've discovered he's a bearer, see? And now, one of his erstwhile friends and neighbors wants to see him clapped in chains.
Where is this bearer?
He wasn't fool enough to wait for the Imperials to arrive. Poor sod took to the road, left his whole life behind. But they'll be after him before long. I need to find him and get him to safety, fast. Here. If you've the time and the inclination, I could do with a hand. Will you help me find him?
Agree to help with the search. False friends.
Of course. We bearers have to look out for each other.
Thank you, Clive. With your help, we might catch up with him yet. His name's Norris. We need to find him and get him to Martha before the Imperials sniff him out.
You found him yet? You won't catch a bastard standing around clucking like old hens. That fucking snake played me false, acted like he was one of us, and the whole time he was one of them. We need him caught and handed over to the Imperials. Hanging's too good for him. Well, go on then. If he gets away, I'll see you fitted for a noose.
All right, Ronald. We were just leaving. Look, this one's here to help. I was just filling him in.
Ha! Send a bearer to catch a bearer, is it? Not bloody likely. That's it. I'll find the bastard myself.
Come on now, Ron. It's dangerous out there. We wouldn't want you to come to any harm.
You want something done right, you don't send a bearer.
I say let him go.
Clive, this might take a while. You start hunting our man, and I'll be along once I put Ronald's mind at ease. Someone said they saw Norris heading for the Fallen Gate. Maybe you could ask if anyone over that way knows anything. We have to find him. Don't let him slip through our grasp.
False friends.
I'd better find this Norris before Ronald takes matters into his own hands. Bearers are hard. Difficult to spot. What did he mean about being played false, I wonder?
Clark, fishmonger.
Here, you're that bearer who works for Martha, aren't you? Can you give me a hand? Curse my luck. I dropped my crystal off a cliff into the bloody swamp like an utter fool. Now, I've not got your knack, see, and I need that shard to chill my fish if I'm to take him to market. It's just a short climb down. I'll make it worth your while.
1250 gil. You're gonna pay a bearer. Crystalline lifeline. Might as well have a look.
I can't promise anything.
Well, just promise you'll look. Ah, there may be one thing I failed to mention about the crystal. A creature might have already claimed it.
Claimed it.
Eaten
All right,
it.
eating it, but,
Yeah.
but only might have, you understand. There were a lot of bog crabs down there. Nasty buggers, them.
Sounds like I need to break a few shells.
Oh, don't worry, there weren't too many of them. A veritable walk in the marsh, as they say, the ladders, right over there.
We'll go ahead and prioritize this one for now since it's so close. Oh, the items did respawn, yeah. Alright.
Never heard of crabs eating crystal. This should be interesting. That's enough! You're finished!
How did I... What? Man, they have a lot of health. The sword's pretty cool. Slay bog crabs.
That's enough! This must be it. No point spending any more time down here than I have to.
Yep. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do it. It's becoming a little bit more convenient to just do it, because all I'm going to do is climb up the ladders and give it back to him. Alright.
Well, any luck?
Yours, I presume.
Foul crystal. A thin membrane of fetid muck covers this crystal, which still in its holder otherwise appears undamaged.
You found it! Oh, thank you! Any longer out in the sun and my catch would have made for poor eating indeed.
Be more careful next time.
Oh, I will, I promise. No point casting my nets of a morning if I'm without a crystal to see the catch to town. There was a time honest tax-paying folk could get new ones whenever they wanted. Can't now, though, not for love nor money. Crystals are scarce, and the Empire tightens its purse strings more every day. Lose this little beauty again, and I might as well scrap my nets and take to begging.
Quest complete. Crystalline Lifeline. Y-Right and Magic Dash. So, it makes a lot of sense that that people's lives would change. Because I was thinking in the beginning, like, oh no, so you won't have magic. Oh, how would you ever live your life without magic? But if you have kind of designed your life around going far afield to fish and catch fish and then freeze them to keep them, you know, fresh by the time they get back, yeah, your entire life would probably change if you didn't have access to that magic anymore. You'd have to completely change the way you did things. You'd have to move, it seems like. Off-duty sellsword.
You don't know a man called Norris, do you?
I do, as it happens. He ran off that way not too long back. Looked like he was in a right old hurry. And he had a lantern with him for some reason. Never known him to stay out after dark.
He was making for the marshes then. All right. Thank you.
All right.
You barely have to step out your front door.
Search for Norris.
That's one of our branded. Do we take him in?
He can't have got far. I better keep my eyes peeled.
Retrieve lamp.
A lantern. The one Norris was carrying, no doubt. At least I know which way he went.
Is that a little shack, maybe? Iron lantern. Its body is dirty and dented, but its wick is still warm. All signs suggest that it was dropped by someone who either did not notice its absence or was in such a hurry that they had not the time to return for it.
Someone made short work of them. I wonder if that someone was Norris.
There he is. Slumped sod.
Norris, I presume.
Leave me be.
You were never branded. So that's how you stayed hidden.
Ronald sent you after me, did he? Set an Imperial dog on his best friend. And when we were so close. I'll never forget the hatred in his eyes. But it doesn't matter now. I will not become a slave. As one bearer to another, please. Don't do this. You know how they treat our kind.
Ronald didn't send me. One of Martha's men did. He wanted to make sure you were safe.
I don't understand.
Martha takes in bearers. She's a friend. You can trust her. Believe me.
I never knew. I can't say I'm surprised, though. She has a kind heart. Kinder than most.
Just wait here and stay out of sight. You'll be among friends soon enough.
Thank you. There's few would have been so kind. And sorry. You're no Imperial dog. Far from it.
I've been called worse. Oh, I found a lantern back there. I assume it's yours.
Thanks. I dropped it when those creatures attacked me. But if I'm honest, I wasn't all that sorry to be rid of it. Ron gave it to me.
All right. I'll keep hold of it. I might be able to use it to put an end to the Imperial surge before it begins. A bearer without a brand. To have lived free for so many years. Only to be betrayed by a friend.
False friends. Return to Brennan. Yeah, just bring him the lantern back. Be like, yeah, I found it in a den of wolves.
I'll be fucked if I'm leaving this to a bearer. I'll go myself.
Guy's a jerk.
There you are, Clive. How goes the search?
Well branded. Have you found the bastard yet?
Only what was left of him. A corpse, torn apart by monsters. And this.
Let me see that. No. It can't be.
Shall we consider that the end of the matter, then? Or do you need to see a body?
No. I mean, I've no use for bearer bones. He's dead. Let that be an end to it. Only wish those whose job it was had done what they were supposed to do and spotted him sooner. Letting a bearer go about without a brand? It's not right, I tell ya. Who'll want anything to do with me now, eh? There goes the bearer lover, they'll say. I'll be a laughing stock.
Is it true, Clive? Is Norris really...
He's alive. You'll find him in a hut in the marshes. He's expecting you.
Oh, you crafty. Still, you did the right thing. Thank you. It's not much considering, but please, take this.
Quest complete. False friends. I'm sorry if you can hear that. Something loud outside. I don't know if that's the TV or what. Alright. Both side quests have been complete. Double check to make sure. Yeah. Alrighty then. I'm curious as to how he got away without getting branded. Back to Eastpool. We'll wander around the village for a little bit, see what people have to say, and then move on.
Wonder if Martha could spare us a few bushels.
Love the music. So cozy. Villager.
Well, aren't you dressed up smart? Especially for a bearer. Proper little prince you look.
Yeah, he said it would make him less conspicuous, but it's like, I feel like it would make you more conspicuous. You're a bearer with really nice clothes on. Why? I guess if you're with Jill, she kind of looks like a... I mean, she is a princess, but she looks like a lady, so... Like a noble lady. Oh, I was about to say, is that dog dead?
Not bad at all. We'll make a master baker of you yet.
A bear getting treated well.
Harvest's down again this year. Bloody blight.
I'm not sure this harvest will see us through winter.
Maybe. But it's not as though we've got anywhere else to go.
There's a new shop.
Where are you off to, then? Or hasn't your master told you? Either way, I expect our humble village ain't your final destination. Not to say it didn't have its charms. Take that tower. Relic of the Fallen it is. Must have stood there 1,000 years. And in all that time, no one's ever been inside. Mysterious, eh?
I don't know why I didn't assume that was a fallen tower. Here's Lady Hannah. loot around her house. Let's go see what's back there. I didn't realize the scarecrows look like traditional black mages. Blue coat. Well, straw hat, I guess. It doesn't necessarily always say they're straw. They're just kind of like canvas hats, I guess. And yellow eyes.
If you're buying, I'm selling.
Battle chains. The Breath of Wind Rook's Gambit. Yeah. Reduces Rook's Gambit cooldown by... It's 11,000 though, man. That's a lot of gil. I don't know that I necessarily need it either. I'm not like... I feel like certain boss fights might... It might be more useful to have it off cooldown that often, but I haven't really had any issues with it recently. Alright. And we move on.
You? Those are Elwyn's. By the flames. You're his firstborn. Clive Rosfield.
You're mistaken.
Oh, you can't fool me, my lord. You're the very image of your father. And that would be true even if you weren't wearing his clothes. The self-same garments Hannah was keeping for you, if I'm not mistaken. She always swore that she would never part with them until the day Elwyn's sons returned. And now that day has come. Why, you'll be able to take your bearers back as well.
My bearers? Forgive me, Master Mayor. I was a child when last I came to Eastpool. I didn't recognize you.
Oh, I'd be surprised if you recognized anything at all. Much has changed since Rosaria fell to the Empire. Not least for the bearers, who once served her noble families. When the Ironbloods sacked Rosalith 13 years back, many who lost their masters fled here in search of sanctuary.
And never returned.
Aye. The plan was to send them home once we'd won back the capital. But then the Imperials arrived. Rosaria became a province of Sanbreque. The duchy was dissolved, and they no longer had any home to return to. Back in your father's day, any bearer who lost their master became a ward of the duchy. We'd hand them over to the sheriffs, and they'd be assigned a new position. But when we saw how the Empire treated their branded, we knew that wasn't an option. So they've been here ever since.
And now you want to give them to me?
They're yours by right, Lord Rosfield.
Send them to the hideaway.
Bequeathed you by your late father. And they'd be better off serving you than hiding here. Indeed, many of them used to serve your house, and still considered the Rosfields their masters.
I'm no one's master. Not anymore. They wouldn't be safe with me.
I understand. You'll forgive an old man his fanciful notions. Been daydreaming for too long. But still, I would ask a favor of you. A small mercy.
If it is within my power.
One of the bearers is an elderly fellow who still swears absolute loyalty to Archduke Elwyn. I don't ask that you take him into your service, only that you meet with him. Let him see that Elwyn's son still lives, and that he's as fine a man as his father ever was.
It would be my honor.
Thank you, my lord. He sits by the well most days, watching the people go about their business. If you could show him your face, I would be most grateful.
Quest accepted back in the day.
As fine a man as my father.
You're not so very different, you know. Especially dressed like that. Come on, let's go and meet that bearer.
I'm sure this harvest was...
He's not here.
Well, I can't leave without meeting him. I've let the mayor down once already. It would be cruel to disappoint him again.
All right, let's ask around. Someone must have seen him.
Well now, unfamiliar faces. What brings you to Eastpool, travellers?
We're looking for an elderly bearer. You wouldn't happen to have seen him, would you?
Ah, you mean the old boy who always waits by the well?
Yes, that's him.
What business do you have with him, if you don't mind me asking? You're not from the capital too, are you?
We are, in a way.
Well then, it's a pleasure to meet a fellow Rosalithian. I was born and raised down Market Street. And never would have left if Archduke Elwyn had survived the fire. It wasn't the same when the Duchess took over, though. All the beatings, the evictions, the levies going up and up and up, even as the blight took half the harvest. Oh, listen to me, telling you what you already know. I'm sorry. And I'm afraid I can't help you with your bearer either, though I doubt he'll have gone far. He comes here every day, almost as if he's waiting for something.
We'll keep asking around then. Thank you.
Can't wait to deal with her. Annabella, I mean.
Good day, milady. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a bearer, an elderly fellow who used to serve the Rosfields. Have you seen him?
Ah, that old loon. No sign of him today. Funny, he's usually down by the well at this hour, cooking up his fantasy feasts.
I'm sorry?
Oh, he worked in the kitchens at Rosalith Castle back in the day. Still thinks he's there now. You'd often hear the poor fool chatting away to the Archduke. Living in a dream he is. But better there than here, I suppose. Can't imagine the Viceroy stopping to trade tales with a bearer. Can you?
No.
Anyway, you'll be round here somewhere. Doubt he has the path to stray too far.
Thank you. We'll keep looking.
Hey, hold on a mo. Young Patrick, the chocobo keeper, might know where he is. He's taken the old bird under his wing, so to speak. He'll be in the stables. You should go and have a word with him.
Patrick the chocobo keeper. Thank you. We will.
I'm sorry, Jill, for making you do all this in my stead.
It can't be helped if we're to keep up the pretense. Come on, let's head for the stables.
Troubled youth.
Where the bloody hell's he got to?
Excuse me, but is something the matter?
It's this bearer I've been minding. I take my eyes off him for 1 minute and he disappears. He's not in his usual spot by the well, nor anywhere else in the village.
You must be Patrick.
I am, but...
And this bearer you're looking for, he's an elderly man who used to work in the Rosalith Castle kitchens, yes?
That's the fella. How do you know all this? I've never seen you in Eastpool before, but you seem to know the place better than I do myself. Ah, so that's how it is. Well then, if you're acting under orders of the mayor, you're on about to help me find him. He's been losing what little sense he had left of late, saying the sheriffs are coming to collect him and that he needs to go back to the castle. I was supposed to watch over him, keep him out of trouble. But if he's walked out on us, there's not a lot I can do.
Understood. You keep searching here, we'll look for him outside.
Thank you. I'm in your debt.
I hope he hasn't wandered into trouble.
Let's just concentrate on finding him.
He's trying to go back to the castle. Oh, we're going up the hill.
Sign. Could he have strayed even further?
This is where the Avis was, or the Drakeling, whatever it was.
Look, there's someone over there.
It might be him. We should hurry. Company.
We can't lead them to the old man. They need to die.
Agreed.
Over here. Stay down!
We're already at the edge of the... That's great. New enemies approach.
It's over. That's enough. You lose.
Enemy slain.
Are you all right, my friend? Come on. Let's go home.
Your Grace, you came for me. I waited for you so long, but you finally came.
I'm not who you think.
Clive.
Yes. Pray forgive my long delay.
It's nothing, Your Grace. I prayed to the Founder that you would come, and at long last, he answered. Will we be returning to the castle, then? There is still a place for me in the kitchens?
No, my friend. We will not be returning to the castle, not yet. I'm on a very important expedition, one which may take some time. Could you wait for me in Eastpool until my journey is complete? I will come back for you then. I promise.
Of course, Your Grace. For you, I would gladly wait until my dying day.
Thank you, both of you. You've been most kind. The memory of serving the late Archduke was as one light in the darkness, and now that light burns a little more brightly. It's nothing but a fantasy, of course, but it's better than the truth of the matter. A damn sight better. The blight is on our doorstep. Our harvests are failing. The people are leaving in droves. If it weren't for Lady Hannah selling half her worldly goods to provide for the few of us who stay behind, we would long since have starved. We want to keep the bearers safe here, we really do. But unless a miracle happens, we won't be able to spare a crust of bread to share between them soon enough.
Is it really that bad?
So bad, I even petitioned the Imperial garrison to take them. But when they found out where they'd come from, they damn near spat in our faces. Ducal dogs, they called them. Enemies of the Empire.
I know a man named Sid. Who would gladly give a home to any bearer in need of one. Leave this with me. As soon as I return from Phoenix Gate, I'll speak with him.
Thank you, my lord. Will you be passing through Eastpool on your way back? I should very much like to speak with you again, if you have the time, regarding the future of the village, and what might be done for Lady Hannah, after all she's done for us.
Yes, of course. I'll be back anon.
Fare you well, my lord, my lady. I wish you a safe journey.
Quest complete. Back in the day. Alright. I started this video with the express purpose of leaving for Phoenix Gate, and now almost 45 minutes into the video, now I'm leaving for Phoenix Gate. And I only spent like 8 minutes reading this morning. The dim.
I didn't realize they were this close.
No wonder their crops are failing. The blight is leaching the ether from the soil. And when the last drop is drained, their fields will turn to this. No plants, no animals, no life.
And no monsters. I suppose that's one small mercy.
This is right outside the gate. Good lord. Anyways, I didn't mean to say this morning. I meant to say at the beginning of the video. I only had a little bit to read at the beginning of the video.
What's this? Another relic of the Fallen.
So that's two things that I've run into that haven't reacted to me yet. There was the one right before,
We won't be able to use any magic here.
Another thing to worry about. As if the absence of ether didn't cause enough problems.
Take away the lad's life force, and problems are all that's left.
That's right, I forgot. You can't use magic here. But there was that other, like Stela, whatever it's called, in front of the village that was supposed to be like the Arit stone back in the hideaway. That one didn't activate either.
I can hardly imagine what this place used to look like before the blight took it.
I remember. It was beautiful.
Well, there's grass up there, so not everywhere. It's just this specific spot.
There it is. Phoenix Gate. Where it all went wrong.
Come on, Clive. It's time to discover the truth.
The dim. Like right, real close to Rosalith. Oh, I probably should have read that. That's okay. I'll read it the next time I'm on the map. Phoenix Gate Ruins, the Imperial Province of Rosaria.
It's almost as if time had stood still.
I suppose no one had any cause to return here. No. It's just as I left it. Let's have a look around.
What did you step on? Was it just ash? Buried memories.
Could I have done this?
Could anyone?
Ooh. That's a big crater.
What is it, Torgal? Clive.
Mm-hmm.
That's him. He's the only one who can tell me what happened. I have to know.
He's going down to the ruins.
Where is he?
Nowhere to be seen.
Damn it! He's like a bloody eel.
What is this place, anyway? Some sort of shrine?
Oh, sorry. You've never been here before.
This is the Hall of the Gate.
The gate?
It's a relic of the Fallen. Only the Phoenix's dominant can open it.
Hence the castle's name. This was where Joshua was supposed to...
Mm-hmm. If he was able to get through.
Yes. He would have stepped through this door the next morning and listened to the words of our ancestors.
Would you have gone with him?
No. The apodatory is holy ground. None but the dominant may enter. I and the other shields would have stood guard here and prayed for my brother's safe return. Where the hell did he go?
Perhaps he went inside.
He couldn't have. He'd need the power of the Phoenix.
Is it any power of the Phoenix, or do you have to actually be the dominant? I guess that's good enough.
Joshua.
Are you sure about this?
Nevermore.
Did Torgo get in? That closed real fast. The Hall of the Ancestors.
Another gate. Let's see if this one opens. Could this place really be a fallen ruin?
You could hardly call it a ruin. It's perfect. Like it was built yesterday.
This looks like a combat challenge. Getting Final Fantasy X vibes again, like the Fate Chambers.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
That only the summoners could enter. Those look like enemies.
Jill?
Jill? Why are you talking to her? So would Joshua had to have fought these things?
What do we do?
The usual.
Fallen bug.
You're finished!
More? Ooh, they have swords. Oh, I was afraid of that. Come on. That's what I was waiting for. Instant deletion.
How can these things still function?
How can any of this? This must be what the fallen ruins were like before they fell.
Oh, I managed to hit both of them. Ha! This place is huge. I mean, I know that when we fell into it when we were... I guess me and Joshua were fighting. Like, we fell into, like, a room of... like, with, like, trees or pillars or something like that.
Looks like it can take a beating.
Fallen Guardian.
Then let's give it one.
Ooh! Get that out of here. Oh, I wasn't prepared. Woo! Oh no! Oh, his movements are so fast. Woo. Oh, okay, I wasn't prepared for that. Just like did a quick turnaround attack.
Does any of this make sense to you?
None. Let's find the hooded man and leave.
Might as well look at this while we can. Phoenix Gate. The remains of the fortress destroyed in the year 860 on what came to be known as the Night of Flames. The castle's invasion by Sanbraquois assassins and the battle between the two icons of fire that arose in its wake. Ancient ruins lie beneath and are reached by means of an underground pathway. Prior to Rosaria becoming an imperial province, the gate was of great importance to the people of the duchy, being the site of the rite of ancestral communion. A mysterious... Yeah, no, I've read these. Yeah. Echoes. Strange clockwork constructs often encountered in fallen ruins. The question of whether or not they are truly alive is open to debate, as they do not appear to require water, nor do they feed on the flesh of their victims as beasts do, and seemingly exist solely to protect their habitat from intruders. All echoes are encased in protective plating that is made from the same material as the ruins and thus cannot be destroyed, though repeated blows will cause individual plates to dislodge, eventually causing the entire construction to collapse on itself. Oops. The Favor of Wind, Gouge. Yeah, that's probably pretty good, I bet. Residual wind. I'm not going to read that because it's the same thing. Oh, gouge damage by 15%. That's really good. Yeah, I want to keep that one too. Let's drop the Gill for now. Go with the Favor of Wind. Potion. Eye potion. Stones. Bombs. Oh!
Whatever they are, I don't think they're friendly.
I imagine that, Oh, I wasn't prepared. I didn't know what he was going to do. I imagine that fire is not super effective to these guys.
It's over.
I guess it doesn't really matter. to look at those in the bestiary later.
Would Joshua have had to run this gauntlet too?
No. At least not that I ever heard about. I imagine the Phoenix would receive a warmer welcome.
Oh, that's a fair point. Maybe this is like a defense response.
Here we go again. Where will we end up this time?
Surrounded by contraptions hell-bent on murdering us, I expect.
Wonder how they...
Could man really have taken this path?
We won't know until we've followed it all the way to the end. Come on, let's keep looking.
I wonder how this ruin feels about another dominant being in here. Shiva. Oh. Fence node. Oh, I wasn't prepared! Get out of the way! Oh my gosh, this guy. Ooh, that reach. That was bad.
Not this time.
Oh, new enemies approach. Go in, go in. Oh gosh. Oh man, I'm gonna have to fight these guys. Oh, he's coming in the back. Okay, enough of this. Had enough of you. Ugh. Okay, so I just realized the gray bit of your health bar that's missing will come back at the end of combat.
No mistakes. Stay down!
Oh, their attacks are so... they vary them so much.
Look out! There's more of them.
They'll fall like the rest. You're finished!
Oh! Get hit by everybody.
Give me...
Ah, I can't focus on what I want to focus on. There we go.
Garuda, lend me your strength! Give me fire! That's enough.
The Will of Wind Rook's Gambit. Increase Rook's Gambit damage by 10%. Rook's Gambit is the counter, right? Yeah, it is. Ooh, I think I want to swap that for that. It's not as much damage, but adding 10% to the amount of damage that Rook's Gambit does is still a lot. We're probably going to go a little bit over for this video, since we're in the middle of this.
I don't like this.
Oh, he's big.
Seems the feeling's mutual.
Ugh. Iron Giant. That's kind of what I was thinking it was going to be. Oh, I gotta get the timing.
Too slow.
Ah. Still gotta get the timing. The attacks are so delayed.
Too slow.
Aha! I'm doing it too early. Get down!
Not this time.
I wonder if I can counter that. Ah! There we go. Press the attack. So we just gotta deal damage to him?
Drawing in energy.
Not for long, it isn't. With me.
Atomic Ray.
There. It's down.
This is our chance.
Too slow.
Get down! It just shreds through his stagger bar so much. Ah! That should have counted.
Wake, wind.
we go. Oh!
That's better.
Iron Giant dismantled. Ooh, building up some money now. Fallen Iron. Despite thousands of years having passed since its forging, not a single blemish, scratch, or patch of rust can be found upon this metal surface. As to how this is possible, none can say, and the answer will likely remain lost forever.
It's done.
What are these creatures? And why do they keep attacking us?
They're probably asking themselves the same thing. We're the ones trespassing here. They're just protecting their home. Jill, look.
Looks like Garuda in the back.
Is that some kind of mural?
It's worth a closer look, whatever it is.
Potion. Okay, I'm maxed out again. Potion. Which way do I go? There's no map to look at. I guess, but you can just go either way, I'm guessing. Yeah. And you? Yes. Yeah. What?
All right then.
Kind of like interdimensional monster is this? A lich? Oh, okay, I gotta get used to his attacks. Oh my gosh! There we go. No, sir. Oh, yeah. Hey, sorry, guys. I ran out of space when I was recording. Fortunately, you guys only missed the last half of that fight, which wasn't very long. It wasn't a boss or anything. It was just a unique enemy that I'm probably going to end up fighting again. And then I literally just walked through the next door. So that's where I am now. I apologize. That won't happen again. It happened in,
Not this time.
what was the other game? Blacksmith Wukong. After that fight, Clive was just like, what was that thing? Well, Jill said, what was that thing? And Clive was like, I don't know, but there's probably going to be more of them. And then I literally, the 2 doors in the back opened, and then I took the door to the left. And this is all that was in this room.
What have we here?
Another fallen wonder.
And this is the same door I just walked in. It just opened back up. I just had to go activate this button, apparently. The funny thing is I was probably about to end it anyways, because this is going on for quite a while. I hate saving and quitting in the middle of a dungeon, but probably gonna have to.
Where do they all come
Raids? They're weak. Oh, what? Oh, I can't use magic in here. Yeah, I can. What is happening? Oh, you know what? I must have messed up when I went into my... Yeah, I did. Haha. Okay, I'll have to just finish this fight without it. I changed my icon loadouts by accident while I was in the menu.
That's enough.
Okay. Let's fix that real quick. There we go.
Lights.
Well, that did something.
So, it isn't a dead end after all.
Apparently not.
Alright, let's go see what it is. So I wonder if all this stuff was just open for Joshua. Sorry, Margrace. To just walk through. Ooh, is that blight?
It all seems to lead to this room.
And look what's in it.
Yeah, that's definitely not Garuda.
How old do you suppose this is? 1,000 years? More?
I don't know. I've never seen anything like it before. Who is that in the middle, do you think? Some sort of god.
Oh, here we go again.
You're him. The second dominant of fire.
Oh, that's ear
Who
piercing.
are you?
You? We are you. What? What?
What?
Yeah, exactly. What? What? Outside Phoenix Gate? Oh, he's okay, I thought it might have been a flashback.
Joshua!
You're gonna make him relive this?
Stop it! Please! Stop!
I did this. I killed him.
Joshua chose me to be his shield. He gave me his blessing and asked me to keep him safe. I should have protected him that day. It was my duty.
Clive.
Joshua.
I'm sorry. I failed you.
Joshua died. I killed him.
And I blamed another for what I did. To spare myself the guilt. I feared that by accepting it, I would lose what little was left of me. So I ran. From everything.
And now? Are you ready to accept the truth?
I am. I know it won't be easy, but it's what I must do. So that Joshua's soul can finally rest in peace.
Be giving me the power of it, right?
No matter how bitter the truth that awaits me, I will press on.
Come, Ifrit. Show me who you truly are.
I gotta fight him? Ugh. Dodged it. grab his mouth. Get out of here! Oh, that's sick looking. Dark Clive.
Still you deny it. Even when the truth's staring right at you. Come on, Clive. Face your fears.
This is gonna be interesting.
Too slow. Wake it wins. Wake wins.
Oh.
What?
Oh, he's priming? Semi-priming? Let me semi-prime.
You'd have me learn by example.
Ah, yeah, it's teaching me. Oh yeah, I saw that coming.
That's better. Not this time.
Oh. There we go.
Garuda, lend me your strength.
Gotta stay out of the circle and not get hit. Oh. That was unfortunate.
Not this time.
Wake wins.
Too slow.
Yeah, don't waste it on that. Ah! I was trying to get out of it. I should have just gone for the counter like I was gonna.
Not this time. No escape, eh? It's all right. I'm done running from you. Together, then. It's time to find out who we are, once and for all.
What is that? Limit break! Accept the truth. Semi-priming.
Show yourself, Ifrit. Not this time.
Oh. God damn. Jeez. Dominant battle?
I know the truth of it now. You are not afraid. I am.
Kaiju battle time. Oh! Shadow vanquished. That's a level. Fire shard. The power of the icon Ifrit made manifest. This shard of crystal is hot to the touch and can be heard to emit a soft hum when held to the ear. At last you accept the truth. You were born to wield limitless power. Embrace it. I expect this will be the longest video in the playlist.
Clive, are you all right?
Jill. It's nothing. I'll be fine.
It's nothing.
No more chasing shadows. The hooded man isn't here. We should go.
It's interesting that the rest of the mural is cracked away. I wonder if it's the god that's talking to him, like the one that masters all of the icons.
Clive, are you sure you're all right? Whatever it is, you can tell me.
I had a hard enough time telling myself. I awakened as a dominant of fire, right here in this castle, and I've been running from it ever since. But now I know for certain who I really am. The second icon of fire, who killed my brother and burned this castle to the ground, was me. Ifrit.
Clive.
I took so many lives that night, and destroyed so many more, including yours. And I must atone for the crimes I've committed. But not before I learn the whole truth. How can a second icon of fire even exist? And why was I chosen as its dominant? Who is the hooded man who brought us here? And what does he want? I need to know. And since I'm still breathing, I might as well make myself useful.
We'll find your answers together. I want to learn the truth too. There'll be time enough for atonement when we're done.
I was hoping you'd say that. I don't think I could do this without you.
You never were one to hide from the truth, even when we were young. And you haven't changed a bit.
You're wrong. I have changed. But I don't want to be that person anymore. The things she did were unforgivable. And yet, they're what brought us back together.
Thank you, Jill.
There he is.
If he is here, then the disturbance I felt at the care must have been confounded. The hour is later than I thought.
Meanwhile, Castle Dazbog. Oh, it's Hugo. Oh, did he just find out?
Tell me, who did this, or I'll see you suffer the same fate.
The man who delivered the coffer said, he said Sid paid him.
I let you run amok with the rest of your rats, and this is how you repay me? Find out where he is. I'll crush him, flay him, rip out his heart, him and all his filthy brood, and send every last one of them to hell. Out. Now!
Yes, yes, my lord.
What did he send him? Like, I know it's supposed to something with Benedicta, but did he, like, cut her head off and send it to her? What the heck? Or is it, like, her ashes?
Benedicta.
Thought I muted that. The meaning of life. The voice acting in this game is top notch, I'm going to be honest. Ifrit awoken. Clive has gained control of the icon Ifrit, allowing access to new iconic abilities such as Ignition, a fiery lunge that drives back enemies while dealing continuous damage, as well as unlocking the Limit Break gauge, called that. Slots for Ifrit's abilities are shared with those of the Phoenix and can be confirmed via the Abilities tab in the main menu. Limit Break. The Limit Break gauge is located beneath Clive's HP bar. Release Clive's Inner Beast and Semi-Prime into Ifrit by pressing left and right stick when this gauge is full. The gauge fills in battle both by taking damage as well as successfully performing offensive and defensive maneuvers. Semi-Priming temporarily grants increased attack potency and speed, gradual HP regeneration, and guard-breaking strikes.
So, what next?
We return to Eastpool. I promised the mayor I'd talk to him again. About Lady Hannah, amongst other things. Though she may be loath to leave, I can't help thinking she'd be safer with Sid too.
All right. We should arrange an introduction then.
All right. But we are way over time. Oh, Ifrit channeled. Okay, I gotta watch this too. So to just add on to Phoenix. Limit Break. Will of the Wikes? Those are cool. Summon a storm of fireballs that circle around Clive, damaging nearby targets while also absorbing damage. Ooh. That's an ability, though? Like an active ability? Is it an active ability? Yeah, it is. Ignition. Ooh, that's wild. Attack while charging, inflicting multiple hits, and forcing smaller enemies back can be used in midair. Alright, well, we'll look at this later. This was a long one, and we're probably going to have a lot to read when we get back to the hideaway. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.